Because of you, lives are saved and lives are changed. Don't you want to be a part of it? An amazing 12-hour event's coming up soon. Learn all about it. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning with the Myrtle Beach Herald. We're focused on the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life in Myrtle Beach to be held June 24th and 25th. And we're visiting with the event chair, Karolyn Davey. Good morning, Karolyn.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
It's amazing that we're only 10 days away from the event. It's getting close.
That's right. It's getting very close, and we're really excited. We've got a lot of events, a lot of things happening, and a lot of good things going on. We're just excited and doing wonderful.
See the groundswell of support, and to know that recently there have been walks up in Johnsonville and in other communities. Of course, the South Strand Relay for Life recently at St. James High School, and so many other walks in Marion and throughout the PD and southeastern North Carolina. The American Cancer Society is really focused.
Mm-hmm. It's the relay is very impressive in all areas. I hadn't attended another relay, only Myrtle Beach, until I went to the South Strand, and they did get rained out and had to postpone it a night. So it was interesting to me because I was putting together my relay and trying to pick up pointers from the other relay, which I did a lot of.
This is a 12-hour event. Is it a 12-hour event in all communities, Karolyn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It starts at 7 p.m. at night and goes to 7 a.m. because cancer never sleeps. Cancer is always there. And that's why the relay, the people in the beginning started the relay, and it was a walk that they would honor people that have survived or have had cancer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or many who have lost their lives to cancer.
Many who have lost their lives. There are many, many different areas for the cancer.
Sure.
I'm a survivor. I had breast cancer 2.5 years ago. It was discovered in a mammogram, and I encourage everybody to have a mammogram because you never know what is happening. The mammogram showed that I had a lump, and I was unaware of that at all. It was not a big, huge one, but it was there, and it did have cancer in it. Mm-hmm. So that was, in the beginning, it was a hard, when you hear that word, everybody has a little problem with it. I did myself, and I made my mind up that I was going to be successful in doing whatever happened. And not
whatever you had to do to
whatever
get rid of it.
I had to do to keep myself going. And yes, you cry a little bit, but my thought was I have to be up, because if I'm down, nobody cares. But if I'm up, everybody cares. I had a lot of support at my job. My job was they were very supportive. They gave me many good times that made me feel good because they supported me at that time. So.
Oh, absolutely. That is critical to have support around you, teammates at work or folks along. Where is that, by the way, Karolyn?
I work at Broadway at the beach.
Okay.
I'm the front desk supervisor, and I do a lot of the work at the office, greeting customers. I have a staff of 10 people. I do a lot of the management type things. I recently had fallen and broken my shoulder and have been out of work mostly because I couldn't work, and now I'm just starting back part-time. I still have a little bad shoulder, but it's coming along.
Boy, I'm sure it is. And of course, how long have you been at Broadway at the beach,
I've been there 10 years. I started there in August. It opened in May. I started in August, and I started as a front desk person.
Wow.
That greeted the customers, talked to the customers. I was there 2 years, and then they put me as a supervisor. I still work part-time, and I had to do the hiring and so forth, the training and all. And then I went full-time 2 years ago and have done a lot more in management, do training. I go to leadership class that Burroughs and Chapin gives, which is an excellent opportunity for all of their help. And I've come right up along, and I love my job.
for our viewers in the PD in southeastern North Carolina, even viewers down here, they try to imagine, where's the front desk at Broadway at the beach? I mean, it's all the shops and the center of fun and all that. I mean, it's where's the front desk there?
The front desk is at the visitor center. It's on 21st Avenue. If you've ever been there, you see a fountain with the people around it.
Yeah, sure.
And that's where, and we're right next to Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear, everybody knows where Build-A-Bear
Oh,
is.
wow, listen to you. That's a good plug for them, yeah.
But it's right there. There is a main office, and I just love my job. The people are just wonderful. I have a great staff, and my job is very important to me.
And of course, 10 days from now, as the 7 p.m. time rolls around, you're going to be virtually across the street from the office.
That's right.
At Coastal Federal Field.
That's right. The 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. on June 24th is our relay. And if any survivors are listening to this, we would love to have survivors come and walk with us. We have a survivor lap at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And any survivors or any people that are in treatment at this time, you're still alive, you're still a survivor, we would love to have you. If you need to register, you can call the local number.
Okay.
213-0333.
Great. That's the 843-213-0333.
Yes, sir.
Of course, they can go online at www.cancer.org.
That's right. Or they can call the 800 number, 1-800-227-2345. And that's a 24-hour service line that if somebody has been just diagnosed with cancer, they can call and have problems. There is a certain person that has called. She called the whole time during her treatment. She had many questions, and it's a very helpful thing. They're there 24/7, and it's great. That is another number, but you can also go on the website.
That's great.
And our local number is 843-213-033.
That's great, great. It's so important to pump up a phone number, and so oftentimes folks don't have that internet access. They want to hear a voice, even if they get a voicemail. If someone called right now at 7:10 a.m., they may get a voicemail there.
That's
of course,
right.
that 800 number is there all the time, and it's critical to know. I was just looking at that, the nice piece, because of you right there. I know viewers can't see that. Lives are saved, lives are changed.
Right,
and that's
because of
very
you,
important.
that's why, that's another reason that we're having the relay. And survivors are the main thing that they're surviving on the relay. They're surviving from many types of cancer. It's not only just breast cancer, there's many, many types of cancer.
Absolutely.
And it's that's what started me on the relay. I had my time. I didn't have to have chemo. I had radiation, and then I thought, I want to give something back. So this was my way. I had not known about the relay up until that point. And I thought, this is something I can do to help others. At the time, I joined the relay, and I was in a learning curve. I also joined what they have is Reach Out to Recovery.
Oh, yeah.
That you can call somebody that's been just diagnosed. You can call and talk to them. A lot of people go in denial. They just don't want to talk about it. But if you say, I'm here, you can call me, they appreciate that. And sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. A lot of people don't want to be bothered, but there are many that need to have some kind of support. They do have a support group. I did not join it because I was up and I was fine. But I did do the Reach Out to Recovery, and if I hear of anybody, I immediately call and say, what can I do to help?
Great. Good for you.
So this is important. This and the relay is important. This shows that we care, and that's very important.
We want to get into the relay and break down the 12-hour period, but real quick about yourself, Karolyn. Are you originally from the area?
No, I'm from Massachusetts. I was born in Worcester. I went to college in Boston and met my husband, and he's from Dedham, Mass. And then we raised our family in Medfield, Mass. And he retired after 40 years in the First National Bank, now called Fleet, in Boston, Mass. And so that we moved. He retired after 40 years, and we moved to Myrtle Beach.
Is that right?
That's
he
right.
Retired, you all moved to Myrtle Beach, and of course you've gone, and I guess it's
Well, I played golf, and I went to lunch, and I did all of that in the beginning.
Right.
And a gal that we played golf with, we had a foursome, and then it broke down into two, and the two gals, we didn't feel like playing golf anymore, so we went to lunch. And she said, let's get a job. And I said, I didn't come to work. And that's when Broadway at the Beach opened, and we both went to work there.
And working at Broadway at the Beach is probably not like having a job. It's probably just I know it's work, of course,
but it's fun.
It must be great out there.
It's fun. It's fun.
The
I
big
love it.
lake out there and all the
the
restaurants.
fireworks, and as it's grown, it was one side of the lake when I first went. Now we have so many new things, new big things, and restaurants and all.
Oh yeah. What about that Magi Quest? Have you been over there yet, Karen?
I haven't been in when I had since it's been open. I went the day before it opened, and they took us on a tour. And you do the wand, you get the wand, and you wave the wand. Have you been in it?
I haven't been in yet. Denise Weston was with us the week before last on that Friday, the day before they opened. It was very exciting.
Really is, and I'm sure the children are going to enjoy it so much because they can wave that wand and let the princess out, or whatever. The points that they get with the wand will let the princess out, or whoever they are. And it just was very interesting. I have to take my staff there, but I haven't
catchy.
done it.
That's right. That's right. Well, I understand folks of different ages are in there for different reasons. They have both. Not to focus on that, excuse me. Our real focus is Relay for Life.
Right.
Let's get into the 12-hour time period from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Of course, you said you attended the one, South Strand Relay for Life.
Right. And I did this. I walked in the Survivor Lap, and I found many other people that were walking for the first time.
All ages.
All ages. We have a team in our relay of a little girl that she's 2.5. The mother is doing a team in memory of all children who have had some type of cancer. She's a survivor. God bless her. She's as cute as a button. And she's a survivor and does walk. She's going to be walking with us. We have teams. Different businesses will allow. We have teams, and we earn money. That's how we do our fundraising.
Yeah, we want to highlight that.
Through different teams. The teams, each person on the team has to earn $100.
Okay.
We sell luminaries that at 10 o'clock at night we have a luminary, and everything is dark, and you have the bags with the candles in them in memory or in honor of somebody. And it's so beautiful. That was the impression of the first time that I was at a relay. The luminary is very moving, very impressionable, and it's just something that God has given us, and it really is heart-touching.
Now, at Coastal Federal Field, you all will be walking around, the perimeter, or walking around the bases?
Well, there's a lake there, and we're going to have it around the lake, and we'll be walking
around the parking area
at the Coastal Federal on 21st Avenue. If anybody is coming in, you come in 501 and go 17 bypass north to 21st Avenue.
Right.
Okay, and we just welcome anybody. If you're a survivor, please come at 7 o'clock. We have a survivor lap, and then we'll have some food for survivors. We have a very full schedule planned. We have a theme this year. It's not a complete theme, it's a team theme. Each team has to decide on what they're going to do. I'm also the team captain for Burroughs and Chapin. And we have done very well this year on our fundraising. We will have games for the children all night. Each team is responsible for a game for the children so that we can keep the children busy and keep us busy. We want to walk. Every team has to have a member on the track at one time, during 1 hour of every night of every 12 hours.
Right.
And it's important that we have a member of the team walking the track. We're going to give little prizes with what we call relay money. We're going to go up to them and ask them what team they're from, and they will get what they call relay bucks. We're going to have clowns that will go around and pass the basket and have for 2 hours each. The teams but that will keep everybody interested. We'll have a DJ. We're going to have many, many things, and it's so exciting. We've been working very hard. I have a great committee, and it's wonderful. It's
Of course,
wonderful.
Carolyn, you want to stress that from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., a lot of folks would normally not want to be out.
That's
but this is
right.
a very safe atmosphere.
Right.
You've got, I'm sure, great setup there at Coastal
Right.
Federal Field.
And they
Of
can
course,
bring their tent, they can bring their lounge chairs, so if you want to snooze off for a little bit, not everybody stays awake, but it's so much fun, and you meet so many people that are in the same position you are. It's
Right.
so much great. It's such a great deal. And the Cancer Society it's just a wonderful thing that is done. We have other donations for other charities,
Sure.
but I'm really enthused about the Cancer Society because I'm involved in it.
And of course, that desire for everyone, each of the team members, to raise at least $100.
Right. So that's $100, and if you have 10 team members, that's $1,000.
Right, sure.
I have about 20 team members on my team.
Okay.
And we have had, I did something on my own last year at the first relay. I sold lollipops for 50 cents at the visitor center, and we have earned $1,100 on
No.
50-cent lollipops.
Wow, so 200 lollipops. That's
Right.
fantastic.
You know, you go to Sam's and buy your lollipops, and this is a great way if anybody wants an easy fundraiser.
Yeah.
If you have a public area, children love lollipops, and that's been one of us. We had to name our teams, and our team is Lollipop Junction.
For all 20 of you, that's right.
Right. So, and now we decorate our team. We're going to have a contest of who has best decorations or who has the best theme. A little competition amongst the teams also, which gives them an insight of something they want to do.
Sure, absolutely. And of course, knowing that you're going to be out there, even if you're taking a little nap, one of your team members, one of the 20 on your team is going to be out.
That's right.
Around the track at all times.
Right, that's right. It's just a fantastic thing. It's a lot of fundraising is going on with the individual teams in different things that they have, and it's just exciting. I've been to a couple of other teams' events, and you see how the teams come together. It's a very close time, and it's just a wonderful area.
What are some of the other ways? Now, could a viewer, it being 10 days from today, June 14th, we're talking 10 days from now, what are some ways that a viewer could have an impact? Could they still...
They can donate. They
Okay.
can make a donation by calling 213-0333. Yes,
Okay.
sir. And they can also, if a company would like to purchase a sign with their company name on, $100 is a
Okay.
sign. And they can make any kind of donations, or they can come to the relay and donate at that time. We will be selling luminaries at the relay, so if they decide they want to honor somebody, say on Friday night at 6 o'clock,
Right.
they think, oh, I want to get a luminary for so-and-so that has just passed on or something.
Right.
And so we will be selling luminaries. The survivors will get a T-shirt, and they will have some food. We'll sell luminaries up until 9:30.
Great. And again, for a viewer who may not be familiar with a luminary, that is the candle within a white bag.
Right bag.
And those are all lit up again.
They're all lit up, and they can be decorated. So, some people like to decorate them. Some people we have a thing that says in honor, a sign that says in honor or in memory. And they can put these on the bags, or they can decorate them themselves. The team captain will be reading the names that they have on their team for luminaries, in honor of or in memory of. And that will be done at 10 o'clock. It's a long list, and it takes a little while, but it's so impressive. It's so impressive. We haven't decided yet, but we have a meeting tomorrow at Coastal Federal Field to make our final plans. We are only 10 days away, so
Right.
we've got to get our staging and our tents, and each team is responsible for their own tent.
Oh, yeah.
And their decorations and all. So that's the final part. This is 10 days from now.
Right. It's
And-
critical that folks call. They call. Of course, if they're not familiar, again, our viewers from the PD, they can come down. It's a great opportunity to come to Myrtle Beach, spend time, and of course, all the teams be thrilled to have someone new join them.
Right.
It's a common goal of fighting cancer and knowing that cancer doesn't sleep.
That's right. That's right. It's great. It's a very eye-opening type thing if anybody has never been involved. The luminaries are very, very, very special. The fun is special too. We all have fun, and we've all met different people that we feel comfortable with because of the situations. It's great.
And of course, you know, the difficult aspect there is yourself having been a survivor from breast cancer.
That's right.
Karolyn, and of course you talked about the 2.5-year-old girl. Obviously, prostate cancer, I mean, men and women are affected by many different types of cancers.
They certainly
and so
are.
this common bond with so many folks, you know, when we think of heart disease and stroke, we can pretty well narrow them down, wherein with cancer, there's so many different aspects of the body.
That's right.
That can be impacted by cancer.
Somebody
Skin
can
cancers.
have throat cancer or
throat
whatever.
Cancer.
And it's not just totally breast cancer. It's any type of cancer. And it's really, the relay is how, and all of the money that comes to the relay stays in Horry County. It goes for education. It goes for, we have a look good, feel good. That's a makeup and wigs,
wigs.
at the Cancer Society office. You can go and get a makeup and wigs, and they're free of charge to anybody that is a survivor. It's a very good program because some people, when they get sick, they don't want to take care of themselves, but if they go to our Look Good, Feel Good, then they have an incentive to help themselves get a little makeup and feel better, have a wig and whatever. We also have an educational program, and we have a new thing, the Hospital for Hope. And that's like a Ronald McDonald House.
Right.
And that money would go to anybody that it's in Charleston, and anybody that would need to have lodging while their spouses or family or whatever are going through treatment in Charleston, they can stay at the House of Hope. And that's another place where our money will go. And it all stays here. That's the best thing that it is, that it stays in Horry County. It doesn't go here or to the main.
And that would be the same for the walks in Johnsonville. It would stay in Florence County, or the walks in Marion obviously would stay there in Marion County. And there's so many other events that the Cancer Society puts on that raises funds on the national basis to get into research, to get into preventative medications and otherwise that will really have an impact and will continue to. You know, as you think back 2.5 years ago, Karolyn, and the experience of finding that out, remember what it was like sharing that with your family, sharing it with your children and your husband?
It was hard. It was difficult. And of course, I have children that are fathers and mothers, and now they're already thinking, you know, that's. But I survived, and I did a great time. I did work hard, and then I decided I wanted to give something back, and that's when I got involved in the relay.
The event chair is a big deal. That takes a heck of a lot of time. Aside from just being the chair of your team of 20, the Lollipop group, I mean, the 20 of y'all obviously focused on raising as much possible for your team, but to know that you have a dual hat there, as well as recuperating from your shoulder.
Right, I had a shoulder. That event, I took the event chair, and then 2 days later I fell and broke my shoulder. And so I've been on therapy for all of this time. My first meeting for the event chair was, I was in a sling, but I went through it. My daughter and my granddaughter came and helped me get everything ready. So it was difficult because I was hurting, but I did it, and I don't regret it at all. It was wonderful.
You know, you think about that impact of the luminaries, and of course the experience for you last year attending the walk here for the first time, the Relay for Life last year, and then recently attending the South Strand Relay for Life. As you look over now, that's a 12-hour period this year. Whether you did that in the past, I'm not sure. I mean,
I didn't stay the whole 12 hours, but I will this time. This is one of the things that I did not do in the beginning because of little unknown, and you know, you get to 11 o'clock and you think, well, I'll come back, but you don't come back.
Right.
So I'm going to stay this year. I've got myself all ready. I've got my lounge chair and my everything. I'm sorry.
No.
Everything ready. So I'm looking forward to it. It's an exciting time. We will just have a grand time.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a big evening. Karolyn, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Karolyn Davey coming up next. The planning begins in 11 days with the events in 10 days. It's amazing as you think about that. 10 days from today, 7 p.m. on June 24th, Coastal Federal Field. It's a big night. Critical phone number. Give them a call, 843-213-0333. You know, at 7 a.m. after 12 hours of events, contest, games, of course, the Cancer Survivor Walk, right at 7 p.m. It kicks off on Friday night, the 24th. You got to be out there at 7. You got to be out there for the big event. I mean, the big event goes on throughout the evening. You're going to be thinking, oh my God, you heard Karolyn say at 11 p.m. You're thinking, golly, how can I be here for 12 hours? Folks, make that commitment. It's a safe environment. It's a big family block party atmosphere, and all the experiences of knowing that at 7 a.m. you've met a heck of a lot of new folks, new families and friends have been found and made. It's a celebration of life, but it's a fight against something that doesn't sleep, cancer. Take the time to give them a call, get involved, 843-213-0333. You can make a difference.